at this, Brian. You want somebody who's going to take the bull by the horns. You're seeing him right now. Evenepoel's made the trip here. This is fabulous to see. Also, Anthony Turgis, the bearded figure, he's also coming over as well. Look at this for statement going on at the moment. That's Evenepoel, for goodness sake. He lives locally. He drives on, wants to know who's coming along for the trip, and the answer is very quickly in his mind. And look at this, punch and counter punch. It's like days of old. Over goes Wout Van Aert right now, and Evenepoel tries to stay with him. We look further back down through this group. Turgis also involved on pickup, doesn't want to get disengaged either. This is fabulous racing here, Brian.
But this is full-on bike racing. Remco Evenepoel, Wout Van Aert, plenty of horsepower. Just looking at, is this Joe Blackmore trying to come across this gap for Israel Premier Tech?
Quinton Havens is in that little front quintet as well. Jonathan Narvaez, Andres Leknesson did a fabulous job of getting there. Joe Blackmore does get the bridge by the looks of things. Elevated company for Joe, but he's done the job in the past. Meanwhile, just starts to fracture a little bit behind, and well, it's now or never for some of these guys, I must say, and it's feeling like that, magnified so, further behind. If you're missing the train, then it's very, very difficult, and I've got to tell you that there's a few others here that are in the wrong place. Tom Pidcock is one of those, Brian. To be honest, they must not take him lightly. Wout Van Aert and Remco Evenepoel, they've got a real challenge here with Blackmore. And these 45 kilometres that remain today, those three riders up front, they're capable at their best of going all the way. And this is enjoyment when you're that kind of character. Evenepoel wants to put on a show. Wout Van Aert, likewise, has been extraordinarily busy. Twice fourth in Flanders and indeed Paris-Roubaix. Here we go. The cobbles beginning after you've actually made the junction, which is handy. Occasionally you get cobbles on the turn. Here we go. So trim yourselves, get yourselves ready. When we hit those trees just up ahead, this is what we're dealing with. And look at the last section, 15%. Toughest at the very last when you get yourself up onto the little high plateau in this part of the world. And they're showing the duties rather beautifully. It's almost evenly balanced. Wout Van Aert it is that comes through. Remco Evenepoel just screened by the larger figure here of Joe Blackmore, has done a fantastic job. And here are the cobbles, and here is the pain. .27 k's to go. We'll see what the time gap is when we get to our start-finish line. Wout Van Aert, by his own amazing standards, would have hoped for more out of Flanders and Paris-Roubaix. On both of those races, it seemed to take him a good 150 kilometres or so before the legs woke up, and then all of a sudden he was looking at his fabulous self. Today, he's absolutely where he needs to be at the right time, and I've got a feeling that he's the man to beat today out of this trio. No disrespect to either of the other riders who are with him. This is fantastic. 700 metres only, 9.4%. Most difficult part is just after the beginning, as you can see. That's the main body of it. They're on it now. He has to go. Blackmore's struggling to keep on here. Wout Van Aert's equal to him, but there's 2 bike lengths now between Wout Van Aert and Blackmore. He's sticking with it. If he gets to a sprint scenario, Blackmore's going to feel like he's got very much a chance, but he's got to deal with this, and Remco Evenepoel doesn't want to carry him to the line. He's got Wout Van Aert with him. Blackmore's just disengaged now, almost the end of the climb. He should get back on, but that's a first indication, Brian, of the cohesion that's broken down amongst this trio, and the fact that Blackmore may well struggle just a little bit. He's going to get back in here, but what will happen to him on the Moskva? Now Wout Van Aert fixed the elbow out. Now is Evenepoel going to attack him? That's the big question when we come here to the Moskva. That's what they're dealing with. Toughest at the very last. In fact, you almost fall over the top when you get to that point at the very last. So it kind of cranks up this one, Brian. It gets harder and harder and harder, and ever more so because this is the third time of asking.
Van Aert, he's ducking and diving a little bit, trying to kind of hold on to the wheel, but I tell you what, Evenepoel's looking good in his first race back.
Remco Evenepoel, it is the opening of his account for this season after a desperate injury suffered in December, and Van Aert is staying with him, almost half-wheeling him on the climb here at the toughest part as they come to the crest. It's the margin's still 30 seconds, but we're under 10 k's remaining off and up the road, and still with 2 climbs to take. This duo, Remco Evenepoel and Wout Van Aert. The way I'm watching them take these curves, Brian, I'm getting a bit scared on occasion, but Remco Evenepoel and Wout Van Aert said basically they know these roads so incredibly well. What an atmosphere, absolutely fantastic, and the climb begins, and this is where Remco Evenepoel, if he's going to have a chance today, he needs to attack now. But what's he got left in the tank? It's been a long road back from injury for him, don't forget. And Wout Van Aert, 2 4th place, is still ringing in his mind. He wants to turn this into a victory on one of his favourite races, he said. He declared at the beginning of the day. It's a home race, of course, for Remco Evenepoel as well. It's cagey still. And Evenepoel goes early. He goes, he's trying to get a bit of distance. He weaves over the road as well, just trying to close down any options. Wout Van Aert tries to come up on it, almost 3/4 wheel, can't quite do it. Evenepoel's going to get there. Oh my goodness, he's back. He is back. That is brilliant.